unusual. Wonder when they'll get rid of that thing. I hope that doesn't explode or something. I'm letting people back into the area, so I guess there's no danger. Still, considering its unknown origin, I'm surprised there isn't more security. Today, like always, Otaku are shopping for Yonshin, import games, electronics, or whatever strikes their fancy. Aside from the scene at Radicon, it's the same as any other day. But I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I have half accepted that the mass experience was just my imagination. Maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. Or you're just freaking crazy. With that thought in mind, I returned my gaze to the street. And there in front of me stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. She took a picture. Her phone was clearly pointed at me. I tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. I turned around just to make sure she wasn't pointing it at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. She's still staring at her phone. Not even glancing at me, she turns around and points her phone at some other pedestrian. Maybe she's just taking photos of everyone at the scene, and not just me. Still, I need to have a word with her. The organization is after me, so I can't risk that photo getting out.
Wait!
She doesn't turn around. She's so engrossed with her photography that she doesn't even notice me? Or did she not catch my magnificent native level English? Wait.
ちょっとそこで携帯カメラを使っているあなた待ってください
Turns back, finally noticing me. And of course, her phone turns with her.
よせ通るんじゃないまさか機関の差し金か
She completely ignores my objection. And then she goes back to looking at her phone.
質問に答えてもらいたいんですがねあなたは機関の人間か
If she is, then I may have to take suitable measures.
違うのか違うとしても問題がありますよ俺の写真を持っていると機関に知られればあなたにも奴らの魔の手が伸びるかもしれないとにかく今撮った俺の写真を即刻削除してほしい
Is she listening? Wow, she finally speaks. Just a whisper, but it's something. I like how the name keeps changing. She lowers her head slightly in a bow. Or at least, I think it's a bow. She's been looking down this entire time, so I can't really tell.
謝るより先に写真を削除してほしいわけだが
Her fingers dance across her phone's keys with impressive speed, exactly the opposite of her annoyingly slow speech pattern.
風景を撮っていた観光客
Or is she one of those people who came to see the satellite? In that case, why did she take a picture of me? She shakes her head without looking at me.
証明自分が今日どこを歩いたか
変なやつだな
桐生萌か名前
I guess she's introducing herself. That's nice, but I just want her to delete that photo.
聞きたいことがある
それより写真を
都市伝説秋葉原の知らない
An urban legend? What is she talking about? Don't tell me there is a brilliant but insane mad scientist said to be lurking in Akihabara? And now, that brilliant but insane mad scientist is the target of every assassin in the underworld?
俺はこの町に長く居すぎたのかもしれんだがそろそろ潮時か
幻の レトロ PC。
レトロ PC?
He replies with a nod. Something like a nod.
秋葉原のどこかにあるらしくて、それが
そうか。
Nothing about a mad scientist. I'm relieved, but also a little bit disappointed. At any rate, this is the first I've heard about a Phantom Retro PC.
幻のレトロ PC というと、キュッパチあたりかな。
That's the first model that comes to mind. But there are 98s really that hard to find? She shakes her head slightly or something like a shake.
いいえ、これ
Turns her phone towards me. The screen shows an oddly shaped computer. It's hard to tell since the picture is monochrome, but it looks like some kind of PC. It looks like kind of familiar.
IBM 5100。
IBM 5100?
ジョン・タイターが手に入れようとした PC か。
Her fingers twitch, I think.
見たことは
ない。名前を知ってるぐらいだ。
Coincidence? No.
これもシュタインズゲートの選択かもしれん。
詳しい人知らない？
ダルンならば詳しく知っているかもな。そいつは俺のマイフェイバリットライトアームであるスーパーハッカーでな。MI6 の中枢にすらハッキングできる実力の持ち主なのだ。
MI6 part is slightly exaggerated. But if that ever were to happen, Men in Black will break down our door and take us away. But the super hacker part is true. The depth of his computer knowledge is uncanny. Speaking of Daru, I'm supposed to meet him at May Queen. I don't have time to stay in a chat with some crazy lady I don't know.
では俺が行く。女よ。メディアスクラムもほどほどに。
I try to make a smooth exit, one-liner and everything, but she grabs my sleeve before I disappear into the crowd. Save.
何をする？
メルアド教えて。
何が狙いだ？
スーパーハッカーの
I guess she wants to hear Daru's story. It's my fault for mentioning him. Well, I'm meeting with Daru, so why not just take her along? No, wait a second. This could be a devious trap. Maybe she's really a spy sent to kidnap Daru. I'm defenseless without him. My only other ally is my Yuri, whose skills amount to costume design.
断る。今ダルを失うわけにはいかん。
I slip past her and start walking faster. I glance back. She's following me. I pick up the pace, but she's still chasing me.
俺の後ろを歩くな。
Unperturbed, she shows me her phone again. On the screen is a picture of me that she took.
ゲーまだ削除していなかったのか？
教えてくれたら削除する。
この俺を脅すとは。貴様、何者だ？
I attempt to glare her into submission. But her eyes are already lowered. My glare is ineffective.
私は
She hesitates for a second.
アークディライトのバイト。
なんだそれは。
ヘンプロ秋葉原にある。
One of those companies that writes articles for magazines? Does this gloomy lady really fit for that kind of work?
貴様、俺の写真を無断で記事にするつもりだな。
The mad scientist of Akiba unveiled. I can see the headlines now. That's all the organization will need to turn Akiba into a sea of blood. No, I must avoid that gruesome outcome at all costs. I have no choice.
交換条件に乗ろう。
At any rate, as long as she has that photo, I have no way of knowing how it might be used. I pull out my email address and show it to her. Looking back and forth from my photo to hers, she enters my info with terrifying speed.
そうか。この女、能力者か。
I dub her power Shining Finger. Her magical thumb types cursed emails at 255 characters per minute. Whoever receives one dies. She's done typing my address. It took all of 5 seconds.
名前は
おー、インキョーマ。マッドサイエンティストだ。
どう書くの？
フェニックスの鳳凰に、イン、そして凶悪なる真実。
は？
フェニックスの鳳凰に、イン、そして凶悪なる真実だ。
Repeat my perfect explanation. This is the origin of my true name. Explaining the in part of Honyonen would take too long, so I left it out. She enters my name with her head tilted to the side.
こう？
なんだこれは、ふざけるな。俺のマナをバカにするつもりか。
What? She lowers her head a little more, an apologetic bow, and I guess.
ならば携帯を貸せ。俺が入力してやる。
She shakes her head, clutching her phone with both hands as if protecting it from me. Like a spoiled child who can't let go of her toy, she shields it from me with all her might. What does she think I'm going to do? Her reaction is a little depressing. Anyway, she's obviously not going to hand her phone over, so I ask for her address instead. I'll send her a blank mail. She told me her name a few minutes ago, but I forgot already, so I enter Shining Finger. What am I doing standing here in the middle of the street? Hurry up and send her a blank email. I don't need to type anything. Just to give her my name. I already put her in my contacts. Just send a blank email to Shining Finger. She frowns while looking at her own phone. And then she glances my way. I can feel those eyes clearly saying, hurry up. But I'm hesitant. I'm not sure if this is a good idea to give her my true name. But regardless of how I hesitate, I don't think that she'll let go until I send her the email. She sure is persistent. Looks like I have no choice but to send the email. We exchange a few words, then I get away from her as fast as I can. I open the door to this place, cafe, and two familiar cat-eared girls greet me with smiles. One of them is Mayuri. But here, she is Mayushi Nyan Nyan. Since she works here, I stop by about twice a month. I guess that would make me a regular customer. Actually, I've never been to any other maid cafe. After bowing again, Mayuri gasps as if she thought of something. Whatever. The other maid who came to greet me, Ferris Nyan Nyan, her professional name, of course, hits me with her trademark combo attack of cute cat-like gestures. She's Maid Queen Nyan's most popular maid. Even though she and Miyuri are about the same age, she looks and acts a bit younger. Taro frequents this cafe because he got a crush on Ferris. He often reads her public blog while muttering, "Ferris, you're so cute," to himself. He's got it real bad. I keep telling him to choose 2D or 3D, but he doesn't listen. I also have trouble dealing with this cat girl. She always finds a way to best me.
なあ、そんなところか。
フェイリスも混ぜてほしいにゃ
やめておけ。猫耳メイドが太刀打ちできるほど期間は甘くない。
そんなことないにゃ。フェイリスにはあの非奥義があるのにゃ。きっとお役に立てるにゃ。
何？あの非奥義、ついに得得したのか。
そうにゃ。ギアナ高地での修行に耐え抜き、師匠の死も乗り越えて、フェイリスはついに手に入れたのにゃ。
What mentor? Paris knows my true name, Ioma. I've also told her about the organization. And now she's more into it than I am. She's always been the one to bring up the subject whenever we meet. By the way, this is the first time I've heard of her use this secret technique or whatever it is.
だからジョーマン、約束通りフェイリスも精霊会議に参加させてほしいにゃ。
Ugh, she's not letting me go. It'll take 30 minutes if I play along with her.
お前、サンクチュアリに行くというのか。ダメだ。いくら非奥義を得得したとはいえ、あの場所はお前にはまだ早すぎる。
そんな約束したにゃ。にゃのに京馬が裏切るっていうのかにゃ。それにあの場所にはフェイリスのお兄ちゃんが。
This one, do you have a brother? What the hell's the spirit conference anyway? This feels wrong. Again. Paris looks at me with actual tears in her eyes. I falter, even though I know it's just one of her cute tea acts. Whenever I talk with her, I run out of comebacks, which is really unusual for me. And then she takes the initiative, leaving me with nothing to do but listen to her fantasies. I mean, come on, she can only take it so far. There's a very clear difference between her stories and mine. As anyone can see, I speak nothing but the truth, while Ferris has only delusions and made-up backstory. I always have to play alone. That's why I feel like I can never best her.
なんかわからないけど、マユシンもサンクチュアリっていうところに行きたいな。
Great, now look who's joined in. It's just going to get worse from here. I have to end this conversation now.
来なくていい。この話はもう終わりだ。
へえ。今日まだけずるいにゃ。そうだよ。マユシンもフェリスちゃんもダメなんてね。オカリンは冷たいと思うのです。
フェリスとは誰だ？
フェリスちゃんはフェリスちゃんだよ。
Miru and Ferris look at each other and smile. Talking about this Ferris, is that her real name? Have I been mistaken all this time? That's a disturbing thought.
あのね、マユシンは言いにくいからフェリスちゃんって短くしてるんだ。
なんだ、そういうことか。
なんだか女学院みたいで、それも悪くないにゃ。
Okay then, moving on.
いいからさっさと案内してくれ。俺はいつまでここに立っていればいいんだ。
ごめんなさいにゃ。ご主人様、ご案内にゃ。マユシン、ご案内よろしくにゃんにゃ。任せてにゃんにゃ。
If you hadn't noticed, the cat-eared maids here at May Queen are required to add cat note sounds, nyas or nyans, to their words with some frequency. That's not weird at all. My Yuri takes my hand and leads me inside. Apparently, my Yushi Nyan Nyan is the only one who leads customers by the hand like this. Probably comes naturally to her. She doesn't even realize the effect it has on her customers. And that's why she's second to Ferris, popular at Maid Cafe. She guides me to Daughter's table. Tables are about 60% full. Among Akiba's May Queen popularity is solid, but not booming. Considering what Ferris and the others are wearing, it's more like a cosplay cafe than a maid cafe. Furthermore, the cat ears and Nyan 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 dialect makes it less accessible to low-level otaku and first-timers. On the other hand, those same cat ears are topic of heated debate among die-hard maid cafe fans. Is this real? Is this like a thing? Maids don't have cat ears. Cat ears plus maid equal 2x moe. These two viewpoints clash. This place is one of those older made cafes in Akihabara, but it doesn't get much media exposure. Maybe that's what makes it more comfortable than most. At least that's what Daru says. He talks about this stuff so much that it's been burned into my synapses.
ダルくん、オカリンが来たにゃ。
遅すぎでしょマジで。
Daru sits in front of me but doesn't look my way. He looks upset for some reason.
それで今フェイリスさんと何を話していたか詳しく聞きたいのか。どうせ誰には理解できない話だと思うが。
Hell, even I don't get most of it. Me either.
ああ、そっち系の話か。フェイリスさんとオカリンの会話は普通のオタじゃついていけない領域に達してるよな。オーラみたいなものが出てるっつうの。二人だけのこういう結界張りやがって許さない。絶対にだ。
フェリスちゃんもオカリンのこと気に入ってるみたいだにゃ。お店の子、お店に来るご主人様たちみんな含めてフェリスちゃんのお話についていけるのはね、オカリンだけだもんにゃ。
I'm not even close to keeping up with her.
そんなオカリンに嫉妬。なんという勝ち組。嘘で塗り固めた女になど興味はない。今日のお前が言うなすれはここですか。黙れ浮気野郎めが。二次元の嫁が泣いているぞ。ぐはー、痛いところ疲れたっす。
Daru theatrically grabs his chest and falls onto the table. I sip from one of the glasses of water that Mayuri brought to our table.
で、ご主人様、ご注文はお決まりですかにゃ。
オムライス、それとホットコーヒー、ブラックで。
That sounds good.
かしこまりますにゃんにゃ。
After taking my order, Mayuri finds her way towards the counters and swimming between the rows of tables. I hope she doesn't trip.
で、僕なんか用事だった？
Daru asks without getting up from the table. That's right. In my confrontations with the Shining Finger and Cat Girl, I almost forgot about my original objective.
あと1時間ぐらいしたらラボに行くつもりだったんだけど。内密で緊急の話があるの。
I lean in on the table and scan the area without moving my head.
ジョン・タイターは知っているよ。ジョン・タイター？誰？アメリカに10年ほど前に現れた自称未来人。お前とは以前こいつの話題をしたはずだぞ。またオカリンのいつもの設定？設定とか言うな。俺が話すことは全て真実だ。ああ、めんどくせえ。じゃあ付き合ってやるけどさ、そのタイターってやつが未来人だっていうソースは？待て、なんでそんな初耳のような言い方をする？事実初耳だから。忘れたわけではなく、自信はないけど。日本でもそいつに関する本が出ている。その本を見せてくれたら思い出せるかも。本当に何も知らないのか？
It's weird.
人の記憶力なんて結構曖昧なもんっしょ。デジタルと違ってさ。
This is wrong. I remember talking to Daru about John Titor back in high school. It was only idle talk, but so it's possible that Daru forgot about it. Daru is quite the internet addict. The internet lets you choose what information you want to see. There is no guarantee Daru looked up info on John Titor. If he had, I doubt he would forget so completely. Is it my memories that are mistaken, or everyone else's?
だったら IBN5100 については？へえ、オカリンがそんな PC を知ってるなんてね。やるじゃん。知っているんだな。IBN が1975年に発売したモデルっしょ。
Right, that's what John Titor said at Ad Channel. He traveled in 1975 first, obtained an IBN 5100, then leaked back to 1998.
どんな PC なんだ？値段高すぎの PC だな。黎明期だったからすげえ高くて、個人には手が出せなかったらしい。IBN の独自技術が詰まった、その当時にしては結構優秀な PC だったんだけどね。IBN は6年後の1981年に IBNPC っていう大ヒットシリーズを発売してて、そっちの方が有名なわけ。つうか僕も IBN5100 の知識はネットのウィキを見たことがあるぐらいだぞ。
それが現在の秋葉にあるという都市伝説を聞いたことが。
おうおう、あるある。1ヶ月前ぐらいにネットで話題になったな。で、その噂を聞きつけたアットちゃんの有志が秋葉中のショップを探して回ったんだよ。フレパラのフレンドにゲチネって人がいるんだけど、その人が中心、あの疾風陣雷のナイトハルトまで出張ってきたらしいけど、結局見つからなかったんだって。
じゃあ都市伝説はデマだったということか。
さあ知らねえ。秋葉にはアンダーグラウンドなショップがたくさんあるし、案外どっかの怪しいショップにひょっこり転がっててもおかしくないんじゃね？
ふむ、なるほど。
My phone suddenly starts vibrating. Stops after about 3 seconds. Looks like I got mail. I can check it whenever I want, but check it now. Okabe-san, I mailed you as soon as I could. My name is Kuru Moka. I am 20-year-old freelance editor. I believe I mentioned that work part-time at the Arc Rewrite. I'm sorry for taking your picture. It wasn't on purpose. I needed some shots of Akihabara for work, and you just happened to be in one. Actually, to tell you the truth, I was hoping to sneak some shots of the satellite, LMAO. By the way, the picture I took was just a test, not the final shot. That's why I was using my phone. Even if you hadn't begged me to delete it, I wouldn't have posted it, so don't worry. Anyway, I should get to the point. I'm really sorry for asking like it. Man, it's really hard to read this. For asking like this. Oh, Gabai-kun, but it could be super great if you could ask your friend, the super hacker, about the IBM 5100. I don't really know anything about computers, especially old computers. All I have to go on is that picture I showed you. I've attached the image. Be absolutely positively sure to reply, okay? I'll be waiting, and if you could, I'd be super happy if you gave me your super hacker friend's email address. I'll mail you again. It's okay to mail you. Whoa. I'll mail you again, so it's okay to mail you again, right? Of course it is. Bye. Oh, come on. What's with this mail? Disregarding the weird timing. Is this really the gloomy, unsociable woman I met in front of Radicon? Is she like a completely different person in the email? Does she have like a split personality or something? Huh, well, I got some info about the 5100, so I guess I should give her a reply. What if I send an immediate reply to a woman I just met? Won't that come off as clingy and desperate? Yoma, would not be taken lightly. This is my chance to make her understand which of us is an superior human being. And above all, I have yet to ascertain if she can be trusted. She might start harassing me if I reply the wrong way. And besides, she hasn't proven that she's not working for the organization. Nonetheless, it couldn't hurt to tell her what I learned from Daru. To discourage her, of course. Let's ignore it. This is out of kindness.
待たせたな、ダル。それで、一つだけ確認したいんだが。
Scan the area with my eyes once more, then I leaned in close.
IBN5100 は世界滅亡の引き金になるアイテムなんだな。
なんでだよ。引き金にはならないし、世界滅亡もしないっつうの。に
ゃに？世界滅亡しちゃうのかにゃ
Paris brings my omelet rice. She's doing her cat-like gestures while keeping her tray balanced on one hand. True feline agility. Despite her neon nonsense, Paris is the consummate professional. Master, thanks for waiting, Yan. Cat girl puts the omelet rice on the table and then takes a bottle of ketchup from her apron pocket. Oh, that looks good. She uses it to write "The world is doomed" in red letters on the omelet blank yellow canvas.
世界滅亡前にどうぞ召し上がれ。
おお、世界がやばい、きたー。フェイリスさんの丸文字の可愛さに僕もやばい。
It appears a cuteness that shatters Daru's insanity. I give him a look that says calm down, but to no avail. I smooth out the ketchup with the bottle of my spoon, erasing the ketchup words.
ああ、もったいない。
I'm going to eat it either way.
ダルニャンダルニャン、フェイリス杯の件考えてくれたかにゃ。
ああ、もちろん。僕も参加します。
フェイリス杯なんだそれは。
Take a mouthful of omelet rice.
次の日曜日にこの店でライネットの大会をやるのにゃ。
Bear starts dancing in place. I'd prefer she'd not jump around like that when people were eating nearby.
フェイリスはその幹事である実行委員長、つまり言い出しっぺなのにゃ。よかったら今日も参加するにゃ。参加費はドリンク込みで1000円。フェイリスに勝てた人には商品として手作り料理を振る舞うにゃ。
無理無理。オカリンはライネットには詳しくないんだ。